Hello everyone. We are doing InTASC Standard 7 Planning for Learning. So here we're going to see Geometry Chapter 1 about points, lines and planes. And this is regarding ninth and 10th grade students IEP and 504. And this is I'm covering in my school, JFK. So the next thing we're going to see like in this standard 7 this is for like a planning, and standard 7 the teacher plans instruction that supports every student in meeting rigorous learning goals by drawing upon knowledge of content areas, curriculum and cross disciplinary skills, uh, as well as the knowledge, learners, and community contact and content knowledge. Deep understanding of geometry concepts taught, and learner profiles, IEP goals, 504 plan, learning strengths and needs, and differentiated design, scaffold, extension like multiple means of engagement, rigorous goals, high expected for all students. And the next thing here we can see like planning for learning. This, as I mentioned, it's for ninth and 10th grade. Geometry Chapter 1, Foundation of Geometry, Inclusive General Education Classroom. So, student population, general ed students with 504 plans, and students with IEP, ADHD, SLD, processing needs. Instruction priority, maintain rigorous grade level expectation while providing intentional supports that allow all learners according to content. And then we see like key geometric concepts like point lines, line segment, rays and planes, proper geometric notation, use of models and diagrams, real world representation of abstract concepts. Why this matters in grade here, these concepts are foundation for proof, transformation, coordinate geometry, algebra, geometry connection, and the teacher plans instruction using content knowledge of high school geometry, knowledge of learners, variability, standards aligned curriculum. And here you can see standard aligned curriculum differentiate designs without reducing rigor, and core beliefs supports are provided so students can meet the same learning goals, not different ones. And then we move to next slide. So here the lesson plan overview, point lines and planes. So how it's going to be, uh, starting with the warm up or the intro, geometry in real life, show photos of intersection, flow tile or star map, where is the point, where is the plane, and you could give any real time example. So after that, start teaching like after the intro of that 5 to 18 minutes or 15 minutes, like a direct instruction, define point, line, plane with notation, model naming conventions, color code board. The bright colors are usually used blue, orange, green. Now it comes V2, 18 to 28 minutes. Guided practice with diagram cards, partner label figures. It could be shoulder partner, or it could be like a sharing with the group. Teacher circulates. Usually we have in special ed 3 or 4 teachers, like a co-teacher and the main content teacher. check in with the student J at 8 minute mark, like I'm gonna give the case study also in the end. And now talks about you do independent practice. Six label diagram problem. Student uses geoboard. Student J uses vocabulary, bookmark, and chunk sheet. And 40 to 47 minutes they apply. It means practice. Whenever we do math, practice is most important. Independent practice. Six label diagram problem. Student D uses geoboard. Student J use vocabulary, bookmarks, and chunk sheet. Applying it real world, like identifying points, lines, planes, photo of a basketball court, student interest anchor, connects geometry. Geometry usually, we connect with real time examples, big, huge buildings and those things and geometry, and applying it. And in that, we usually use those athletes also, in that they could understand with that in a real manner. 47 to 50 minutes like a close. Exit ticket, sketch and label on example, line segment, ray, plane, and they are given time for the activity. So now here I'm going to talk about the case study. Student J, he's 504 and ninth grade geometry. So just a structure about that: diagnosis ADHD and inattentive type, and 504 plan active, ninth grade algebra 1 completed on grade level, strong 78% in algebra 1, and sustained focus, organized like anxiety kind of, and 504 accommodation in effect, like it will have extended time 5.5 on all test and quiz, preferential seating, like front center away from the windows and doors, chunk direction no more than 2 steps at a time, and frequent check-ins every 8 to 10 minutes by teaching during the independent work. As I mentioned, we have more staff, like three co-teachers, one content teacher, and sometimes they have one-on-one. Reduced distraction testing environment, separate room option, printed notes provided before each lesson. So how I plan for student J in chapter 1: pre-teach undefined terms, vocabulary with usual visual flashcards and home night before, provide geometry, vocabulary bookmark, point line, and visual anchor. Use color coding points, blue dots, lines, orange arrows, planes, green shading. Break note taking into label chunks, stop and sketch after every definition. Seat student J next to reliable pair for partner checks, not isolation. Formative checks at 8 minutes, show me your sketch, and so on. And next, student J, uh, identified need is ADHD, inattentive type, difficulty with sustained attention and organization, strength in conceptual math. So distraction is there, but we try to give them more time. Academic strength, on grade level reading, strong prior math performance, 78%, responds well to visual and structured instruction. So approve 504 accommodation, extended time, preferential seating, and chunk direction, frequent teacher checking, reduce distraction, printed notes. And before the lesson, pre-teach, vocabulary, visual flashcard, provide guided notes, preview lesson, color-coded geometry, short direction instruction, and after the lesson exit again. So he has problem.